Look at all.
I'm Roxy Andrews, and I'm here to make it clear.
I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here. I was on season 5. I'm here to make it right. Give me your cool intelligence, I'll give you what you like. I'm full of tricks, baby, just like on Halloween. A room full of monsters, and it makes me want to scream. I gotta get this right, so you don't waste your time. Not like my comedy, I'm killing on this rhyme. I'm gonna show you what I can do. Crazy.
Yes! Damn.
Am I going crazy in scene 2?
Again, anybody who, she's kind of like Fifi in that, like, Drag Race fans will weirdly try to get close to you by, like, shading someone from the show, which is the best way to get on the opposite room.
Yeah. You don't know the inner workings of our relationships.
She's not doing drag. You know who's not doing drag? You, bitch.
Right.
You know who was on Roxy Andrews' level? Pretty much no one.
No one.
So
yeah, that is true drag artist because from top to bottom, she does it all. The only thing she doesn't do is cobble. She's not a cobbler.
Right.
You know, she doesn't make her shoes.
And I wish she tried.
Yeah, and
you know,
she's slacking.
She could show some energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on this Christmas tour with her. I was like, I never thought red and green could look glamorous. Of course, she comes out full like Christmas fantasy. She's like, oh, I just kind of whipped it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's great. I had this made and it still doesn't work.
It's like, yeah. She could walk into the costume shop of any Broadway or major theatrical production and be like, all right, what do you need me to do? And she'd do it. It's so incredible.
Bitch. And again, we need to celebrate drag queens for what they're good at.
Yeah.
And for people to hold her like,
yeah,
I mean, she was in the bottom all the time, but like also it wasn't her fucking choice to stay. It was other people's.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of
if you have a problem with her being there,
to the top 4.
And like Ruth said, it's like you earn a redemption. Oh my God, she's the Meryl Streep of redemption.
Oh my God, we were on the tour and some fan, she was seated like this, some fan got level with her and went, Roxy, you really redeemed yourself this year. And I was like,
oh Lord.
What a weird condescending way to compliment someone.
That is.
And Roxy was like, okay. We're in gowns. Roxy's in a Christmas sweater and still looks better than everyone. She's just like, this is me.
She's so stunning.
Love it. Y'all should release a single of that performance. Look at her.
Oh. Alaska Joanne Elizabeth Thunderfun.
She bested you.
She sure did. She bested us all. I mean, she smoked the competition.
Yeah. She really did bring it hard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she fucking, it was just like watching an expert sniper just like take everyone out and cackle maniacally. You know?
What was that moment where she, you know, I don't know how much was an edit, how much was it when she had like her breakdown.
Oh, yeah, it was a tantrum.
Tantrum.
Yeah, and you know, we now, as it stands now, like we're actually pretty good friends and I like her a lot, but at the time I was really miffed at what I perceived to be like the cold shoulder. I later turned out that, you know, I found out later that she's just very competitive. She came to win. It was gold or nothing for her. And she was very focused.
It's like Violet.
Yeah,
totally.
but Violet has probably, like, Violet is a straight up cunt. And that's, you know, she knows that. Alaska's not that way though. But yeah, I think, and also she said something to me in the workroom after, Alaska said something to me in the workroom when, it was after the tantrum and right before we were filming must have been the podcasts. And we were talking about the tantrum and she said, good luck, you know, I hope you have fun with the 100,000. And because she was saying that people like me more than her. And I was like, huh, interesting. And then I punched her, but they didn't get it on camera.
That's what that crying in black eye.
That was right after.
But she was always, before I went on the show, my favorite Root girl by far.
Now, when you said she felt like she was giving you the cold shoulder, was that because your interactions, like, were you interacting with each other guys off the set, or they still keep you guys apart all the time?
They try their very best. Yeah, it's they do, because it makes sense. They want anything to be organic and linear.
Right.
Yeah, she was just very reserved, and she came there with a plan, you know, and I had images. I was just showed up like, you know, and but I, you know, gave it my all, and just because I think I'm a little bit better. I'm better functioning and better on camera if it's just natural and I don't rehearse it too much, because it just I sound like a, you know, community theater. It's bad, but yeah, I don't know. Alaska's she's a Pisces, and she is she's private, we have a lot of different qualities that turn out to be complementary. So.
I like that nobody's a bigger fan of Drag Race or drag in general
Oh.
in Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to pick a spokeswoman for
Yep.
what drag is and what it should be,
She's Rue's.
she's the past, the present, and beyond.
She's Rue's protege.
Yeah.
She is. A lot of people think it's any other queen, but it's undeniably, unquestionably her.
She definitely remembers her name.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she revolutionized what we know about cross-dressers talking over beats.
Yes.
She brought back the bitch track though, which I
Totally.
was very pleased to see.
Yep.
And people were like, "What? She only talks in this entire song." It was like, it's called a bitch track. Look at all. Alyssa Edwards.
That fucking ookie, spooky, hallowookie, ding dang dookie of a rotted, gutted, nasty, trashy, classless, Gila fucking monster.
Wow.
Oh wait, that's Alyssa. Diva.
I was on a tour bus once.
Diva.
On a tour with her and the whole House of Edwards, and I'm still here.
Oh yeah, I have very strong opinions about her.
I have also very strong opinions about her.
None of which we will discuss at this present time.
No. Wait,
No.
is there something that you could reveal about the alleged, this is getting cheesy, pizza fight backstage at the Drag Diva Tour?
I didn't hear about
where it
this.
came
Why
to
did I not hear about
supposed-
this?
Oh, bitch.
Where supposedly it came to almost a fist fight between her and Mimi at first.
Oh yeah, I heard about
I
that.
will give you little pieces here now.
Yeah.
Just tell the whole damn tea, bitch.
That tea is everybody. All drag queens have discernible gifts.
Yeah.
Some of them are being fabulous dancers, unintentional comedians. She's beautiful. Some of us are being on time. You know, we all have different skills. You know, Alyssa Edwards, always and forever, but only sometimes.
Yeah.
You know,
Always and forever at her own pace.
yeah. And it's challenging because she can be everything you love about Alyssa. Watching Alyssa's Secret is different than living Alyssa's Secret. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Alyssa's Secret on your computer is fun. Alyssa's Secret on a tour bus is a different fucking situation. You know, and it was a show where she was late for she was late for meet and greet, and the fans who were there didn't get to meet her, which is a bummer. You know, you come to meet and greet early, you want to meet who you paid for, and then she was not on time for her number, and then I think in the heat of the moment, it was a Mimi I'm First who was the director of the tour. Like, if you can't make the meet and greet and you can't make your number, I'm firing you. Because this is our job, and I mean, if you can't go to your job, I don't know.
And trying to run a tour with that many drag queens cannot be easy.
And add to the fact that the person who is the one in charge is another queen.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball of wax.
And there's trade-offs of, again, different gifts, you know. And so there was a big fight. There was a security called moment. I remember Milk crouching down, going between them, standing up, and just pushing them apart because they were about to hit. And it was, I remember Alyssa turned and yelled, "I don't want to be on this B-cast tour anyway." And I was like,
Whoa! Whoa!
I was like, newsflash, currently at this moment, we're not feeling that energy either. You know, luckily drag queens I think we work in an industry where we all learn to forgive each other, because she was back on tour in 2 days.
Well, God bless. Thank goodness.
But that's the shit that Drag Race fucking wishes they were like fly on the wall for. You know, and like, she's a very high maintenance person, so by the end of the
She's
tour.
a diva.
But in the
It's
tour, she's like,
good.
"Oh, Trixie, which one should I wear, this or this?" I was like, "Pick which costume you can put on yourself." Because I can't pin and zip you into this every night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you watch her on stage, I mean, it's kind of worth the
Amazing.
trade-off.
Yeah.
It's worth the trade-off.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Lady Red, you did Alyssa's music video. What do you have to look at?
What do you mean? Everything, darling.
She's
Any thoughts from you?
No.
Like I said, it's worth the trade-off.
Right. Let's continue. Look at her.
I fucking love this game.
Oh yes, Detox.
Ann Miller.
That is a fucking woman.
Eileen Fisher. Great
Oh my
cast
God.
and designer. Yeah.
This is the people's drag queen. There's nobody dislikes Detox.
Yeah.
yeah, the people on Mars.
She's beautiful if you like look. She's funny if you like funny.
Yeah.
She's very compelling.
A
She's-
lip sync for master mistress.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing a lot of people don't ever get the pleasure of, unfortunately, is walking through the airport with her, because Mama, she never puts down the drag. Like she.
And she gets angry when people are looking at her. She's like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like,
Oh, your neon onesie
you're,
that
you're
matches.
in a neon yellow bowl cut with a purple haircut,
Pumped
Yeah.
in every which way.
in a hip hop onesie with pot leaves on it.
With giant headphones blasting Robin, and then just like sashay shantaing down JFK.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like invisible, which is nice.
And that body,
Yeah, it's incredible.
Jesus criminy.
Yeah, it's body modification. It's like not unlike getting a whole body full of tattoos. Have you ever wanted to change your shape?
I sewed this wig in to the skin.
Wow.
If I could do anything, I guess I would make my biceps a little smaller and my dick a little smaller, but
Look at him.
Oh, you can't, mate. Oh,
The
God
gal that
damn
you
it.
used to sleep on her floor while watching her fall asleep to Celine
Mama,
Dion
in the bed.
records.
What?
In the
That
bed.
is-
Oh, because I used to take the $5 Greyhound from Milwaukee to Chicago, sleep in her bed all weekend. We would, I mean, there was days where we would combine pocket change to buy a foundation that matched both of us so we could do the gig.
Wow.
It was not a
Drag
joke.
on a dime.
And that is one of the best fucking drag queens in the world.
Her looks are sickening. I love her new show, Mug.
Oh my God. Back in the day when we had nothing, she could take piles of garbage and turn out looks that made her Instagram famous.
Wow.
Her mind is so full of references that no other drag queens use, like Korean culture and anime and books and literature. That's why she looks different than everyone. And like I miss the days when she was pork. She would sit home and make all these looks herself. You know, I know she kind of misses being home because she misses the creative side of drag.
Right.
She hates wearing the same thing twice. She hates wearing the same makeup twice. But on the road, you only
You
have
gotta do what
three-
you gotta do.
Yeah.
She's
Sounds like an
incredible.
unsustainable business model.
Yeah. she's amazing.
She's truly, and she's snarky, very, has a wonderful, with the lisp, the deadpan sense of humor is really charming.
Oh, and I get like my daily text of like a close-up of a drag queen's like hairline.
Yeah.
Or like their nailless hand, and she'll
Yeah.
just send it.
Amazing.